Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Tyranny, shall we? So, this is a game that's been on my radar for quite some time, and I've always been meaning to play it. I just picked it up on the Steam spring sale because, it was verified by people on a sale video that I did that I should get it, and I'm excited to give it a shot. Grim, good evening. Good to see you. So we're going to start a new game. And I do like Obsidian RPGs, and I understand, I'm not sure, but I think in this game we are the bad guy, I think. So I'm going to play on hard difficulty and hopefully not regret this. I think it'll be okay.
For over 400 years, the armies of Kairos the Overlord have swept across the known world. All who stood against them fell before their might. Even the Archons, women and men of immense power, were forced to kneel, chained to the Overlord's will. Now Kairos' final conquest has come to our corner of the world, and two of the Overlord's armies compete for the honor of taking our lands. The elite disfavored, and the teeming horde of the Scarlet Chorus. The voices of Nerat, spymaster and Archon of secrets, guides the fierce and undisciplined masses of the Scarlet Chorus. With each battle, the Scarlet Chorus grows stronger, as the defeated are given a simple choice: serve or die. Graven Ash, Archon of War and the Overlord's most loyal general, leads the disfavored. Though small in number, Kairos' ironclad legion has never met true defeat in open battle. Watching over the two generals is Tunon, the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, eldest of Kairos' minions. Tunon brings Kairos' laws to newly conquered lands, aided by the Fatebinders, judges and executioners of the Overlord's laws. You were among the youngest of the court of Fatebinders when Kairos' armies came to our lands. How could we have known that the fate of thousands would rest in your hands?
Boy, that's a mistake. Hey, Fading, Hermie, Michael, good evening. Good to see you. Okay, so, I think it's Sword and Sorcery, and yeah, I know. I've already bought too many games as well, but I couldn't pass this one up. So, let's see here. Let's build a character, shall we? Let's be a little bit... No, that's too tall. That's like Wembenyama. Just make me regular. And then... Okay. There's no blue, apparently, so we'll just be like that, I guess. Oh, that's awesome. Fading. Yeah, I watched some of the early BSG again maybe a couple years ago. It is so good. It's such a cool show. I know. Like, disfavored by whom? Everyone? Yourselves? Like, what are we talking about here? All right, roll. In the Northern Empire, where you were born, men enjoy equal protections under the laws of Overlord Kyros. In the southern lands of the tiers, only men may own or captain ships, but real estate is restricted to women. Men may lease, but durable ownership of the land in the tiers always passes to eldest daughters or sister. Okay, so, So in the south, men are married to the sea. Yep, pirates. Gotcha. Most sons enter their father's profession by their mid-teens. Those without a profession or family lands to work can find purpose by pledging service to one of the Overlord's mighty Archons. Criminals, derelicts, and others are often conscripted into the armies of the Archons If a child cannot forge his own skein, he will certainly find one in battle. Hey, Tired, good evening. That's right, Herbie. I know, that's true. That's true. Fading. I can't incompetently throw stones in my house of incompetent glass. Alright, let's see. I don't think I had a choice about my role or whatever. This just seemed like the only option. So I say next, and then I could choose a portrait. And let's see what we got here. We got a lot of pictures. Okay. I'm looking. I found it. Okay. So this hairstyle and this mustache is unbelievable. I don't know what to say, but I'm happy about it. That's right, Herbie. Hey, Glitterhoof, good evening. Sid, good evening. Good to see you. It does have a Frank Zappa feel. You're right. Let's see if I can do anything to make it match up here. Wait, here we go. All right, it's looking good. Things are happening. Okay, sort of. No. Oh, no. This is the only, like, disheveled. Hey, Booma, good evening. It is like a Hulk Hogan. If I have the handlebar, it's definitely a Hulk Hogan. All right. So this is pretty nice. Okay. Male sneaky. Let's see.
That wasn't so hard.
Oh, no way.
My wounds are slowing me down. I need rest.
No.
To battle!
Oh, God. We've got... I guess maybe sneaky is the best.
Good work. Yeah, I'll just hold on to this.
All right. It doesn't let me be blue at all, does it? Okay, this is fine. I got a face, I got a portrait, I got a dream. And how did you join Kuros' army? Okay. So I was let's see. A war mage. All right, Guild Apprentice sounds good. I do need that mod. Deeply proud of your intelligence. Your parents always knew you were too smart for a life spent with your hands in the soil. Hey, you could be smart and have your hands in the soil. Let's not get crazy here. Looking to secure a better future, your parents struck a bargain with the 7 Tree Guild. We've got exactly 7 trees. One more tree, we break up the guild. A small magical order, willing to teach you letters, numbers, and magic if you proved capable. So guys, I chopped down one of the trees out back. Guys? For several years, you learned much from the mages, mastering reading and writing faster than the rest, and eventually learned the basics of mystic theory and spellcraft. Your magical studies came to an abrupt halt when the voices of Nerat, known in his official capacity as the Archon of Secrets, the voices of Nerat is equal parts genius and madman. There you go. Rumors abound that he could steal the minds of others. Good one. Though few, if any, are alive to confirm as much. Yeah, how would you do that? How would you confirm that? He stole my mind. The Archon of Secrets deemed the guild's peacetime distraction that it must be disbanded for the upcoming war. Its mages assigned to proper armies while your peers went on to other guilds. Your mind was seen as too valuable to be wasted on the armies. Instead, your life was claimed by Tunon, Archon of Justice, so the old brother, ruler of the conquered realms, arbiter of disputes. Oldest of the Archons sent to conquer the tiers, Tunon speaks with Kyros' authority. His true appearance remains hidden behind an iron mask, the face of judgment. Yeah, Booma, I do usually play spellcasters, my friend. Okay, so this is good. And primary expertise. You were trained with the following combat style. Javelin. I'm amazing with a javelin. How about... shock sounds good. Atrophy. No. Let's just do some electricity. Let's go. Okay. Well, let's see what the frost looks like. It just changes the color of the staff. That's not too much. So, charged fist. Channel an explosive surge of electrical energy, releasing it all at once at a nearby enemy. Sounds great. I mean, javelin, it does look funny. Do you think, going unarmed attacks when your background is with the guild makes any sense? I am a ninja. No, I'm going to go electricity because I look good. So I have Lesser Staff of Storm's Heart. It's an equipped item here. Okay, good. Hit me. Secondary expertise. Oh. So Fading the Frost outfit was exactly the same. It just changes the color of the glowing thing in your gem. Vigor is a utility branch that focuses on granting bonus to yourself and your allies. Hey, Sleepy, good evening. Hey, this is interesting. It's like, is it awful to be like, I'm going to be War Mage? I mean, War Mage Shock Spell doesn't seem good, but I could be Bow and Shock Spell, or I could be, like Ninja with unarmed strike abilities, maybe. Man, it says challenging. A good style for someone interested in being challenged. And they tell you twice, it is one of the more challenging combat styles. It doesn't sound very good. Hey, Peter, good evening. They're like, do you want to be bad? I just want to know, do you want to be like worse than the other people? This is a good one. Maybe we should just have a bunch of magic then. You'll get a lot of really quick attacks. They're going to be bad. And if you add up all of your attacks, they're worse than the worst attack of the other worst character. Just as a heads up. I feel like this is like super generic. DH, good evening. I know, right? It is a little disorienting. Now, I like just having a bunch of elemental nuke spells from the back. It could be, right? So do I want to buff my allies? What is this? Titan's Touch. Fill the target with a surge of greatness. You feel great. Atro says, saps there. So it's like, do I want to buff or debuff? I'm going to buff him. I'm going to buff him up. I'm going to go shock and vigor. Character colors. Okay, what do I got here? What's this? Okay. That's getting there. Banner customization. Okay, it can't be cross swords. What do you got for me? Moon, noose, sun. I need something that really stands out. I mean, these are okay. I think I might do this one that's like the two hands holding the sun. Ronnie, good evening. Tactical, good evening. All right, so this is good. Yeah, fading. I think that's a good point. All right, let's mess with our banner just a bit. Invisible. This looks good. Okay. I'm in. Name. It writes itself. All right. That is a very work-related present, Hermie. I hope your day back was a good one. All right, I'm looking good. I'm gonna go. Looks like wits, might, and quickness are what they're recommending. Wits is my mental acuity, resolve. Okay, so wits says spell strength, magic defense. Vitality is health, ability, and spell cooldown. Okay, that seems really important. And then might is attack and ability strength. Okay, so we're going to go wits mostly. And then like a little quickness, a little might, and a little wits. Nate, that's what I hear. That's what I hear, but I'm not sure. Well, that's good, Ronnie. Let's see. I got a magic staff. Control lightning seems important. All right, I'm going to go. Uh-huh. Lore is my ability to decipher information. Let's put that to 45 for no good reason. I'm going to put that to 30. All right. I need really good ability with my magic. I don't know. The staff says the accuracy of magical attacks is determined both by the staff and the skill. Okay, so I'm okay taking staff to 35 and then lightning up to 30 or 40 and then vigor up to 30. No, let's go vigor to 31. I'm going to put my dodge to 30 just to give me a little bit of defense here. All right. Yeah. How do you want to start? Conquest. This will allow you to play through Kyros' Conquest of the Tiers, choosing how your character was involved in the invasion. This gives you the most control over the starting state of the game and how other factions will react to your character. Okay, let's do that. I've never played this before, so I'm going to try the Conquest. Understand the story a little bit here.
All the world has fallen to Kyros, and now
Kyros.
the Overlord's eye is on the Tiers.
Uh-oh.
Our home. The last corner of the world free of Kyros' reign. Two armies, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, march south from the Northern Empire, the last realm to fall to Kyros a century prior. In the early days of 428, Kairos' armies arrive at the Gates of Judgment, the mountainous border that we Tiersmen so long believed unassailable. Unable to agree on a unified plan of defense, the various leaders of the Tiers sit and wait for each other to deal with the conquerors. Until it's too late.
I mean, are you gonna do something, or... No, I'll wait. I'll wait. I mean, maybe it's... Is it my turn, or... Oh my god, they're here. Alright. It's a nice-looking map. You will decide your character's action during Kairos' invasion of the Tiers, shaping the world through which you will adventure over the course of the game. Each choice you make affects your character and how major factions of Tiers respond to you. Your decisions matter. Choose wisely. Okay. I cannot promise anything. Hey, Exalti, good evening. Good to see you. Hey, who slid that piece over there? The Bastard City. Now that's my kind of city. It stood on the northern border between Kairos' empire and the Tiers. Built upon a natural harbor at the crossroads between realms, the city was a nexus of commerce. To the Tiers, it was the center of all wealth. To a northerner, it was little more than a backwater trading post. Wow. That kind of tells you about the distribution of wealth here, huh? Its symbolic status as a gateway to the continent made it a natural first target in Kairos' military conquest. Circumstances were ideal for you to prove your worth as a soldier in Kairos' armies. Taking this city would send a message to the rest of the Tiers. Kairos' will is insurmountable. It's the name out of legend. For centuries, the Overlord has consolidated power, sending vast armies to swallow entire realms. That doesn't sound like consolidating. That sounds like expansion. Anyway, the most powerful mystic the world has ever seen, Kairos can issue commands, edicts, magical proclamations that level cities, spread pox, sunder the lands, or change the course of the seasons. Okay, that's pretty impressive. Select a token to begin, alright? I mean, which one? Infiltrate the Tiers. Both armies sent their forces to prepare the way. Or Gates of Judgment. In the first major engagement of the war, Kairos' armies cross the mountains and establish a foothold. I mean, I don't know. Does it matter which one? I guess I'll start at the top. History would remember the Gates of Judgment as the first battle of the Conquest, but the real combat unfolded with advanced units of both armies preparing for the coming war. The Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus each had a plan to infiltrate the capital city. Which army did you join? Oh, so I was like a spy. So I can learn about the Disfavored, I guess. I'm part of the Disfavored, wink. You lent your skills to the elite Disfavored scouts to capture a border garrison. Graven Ash insisted that an early victory in the offensive would boost the morale of his troops and diminish the haughty overconfidence of the Southerners. Wait. Yeah, okay. Let me think about this. Hey, Shadow, good evening. Maybe you guys could correct me. Are the Disfavored and the other group part of Kairos' army, or are these part of the Southern Resistance? I don't think I am a spy. I think I'm just part of their team, and they are actually attacking them. Okay, I think I misunderstood that. All right. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so now, containing the fire. The Bastard City's resident fire mages threatened the first leg of the conquest. Kairos' forces put a stop to their unchecked power. Okay. Your fiercest opponents in the city were the mages of the School of Wild Wrath. That sounds like a school I want to go to. Too barbaric to use their power responsibly, the unbridled practitioners needed to be stopped. How did you trick the hot-tempered mages into their own undoing? Okay, so I can lure them into an ambush, or I can meet... Oh, yeah, you meet the voices of Nerat, the psycho spy master. You tricked the guild elders into meeting with the voices of Nerat, Archon of Secrets. The Archon was notorious for his cruel and mysterious interrogation techniques. Whoa. Or you lured the hot-headed mages to an ambush where a legion of disfavored waited to spring the trap. The soldiers were hungry for a chance to subdue the arcane branch of Tyr's resistance. You know what's interesting? Maybe you can. Yeah, you can, Hermie. So you can read all of it. Here's what we're going to have to do. And I don't know how this game is going to play out, because I've been trying to prepare. Normally, I don't like being the bad person in the game. I always like to be, try to help people. And I don't know if that's going to be an option. So either you can be, conflicted and rise up, or we just go all in on evil. And we just, create some kind of justification for our actions. So I'm not sure, right? Within the border garrison, captured by your allies, you traveled ahead of Kairos' army and lurked in the shadows of Bastard City. You decided that converting one of the locals to Kairos' side would help bring the city to its knees. After all, corruption starts from within. I mean, yeah. You enlist a bitter captain of the guard to sell military secrets to the disfavored. Better that Kairos' forces march to their next inevitable victory well informed. Okay. Bagel, good evening. Good to see you. I know, Jamnuska, right? Okay. So I'm gonna trick the captain of the guard here. The captain of the guard was of a mind that the bastard city was corrupt and deserving of a better leadership. You did nothing to convince him otherwise. After taking your promises of stature and security to heart, he offered you a list of valuable assets, from weakened stones in the rampart to the state of siege provisions, capping it off with a list of city officials whose loyalties could likewise be turned to support your cause. Betrayal of the Bastard City. Your tactics of infiltration placed you in the Bastard City ahead of the main armies. Your work softened the city's defenses for the arrival of Kairos' forces, but you wanted a decisive gesture. It would give your allies a meaningful advantage. How did you assist in the fall of the city? So I can challenge the commander to an honorable fight to the death. The disfavored wish to spare soldier lives for the battles ahead and civilian lives for occupation. Okay, so this gives me the ability, Warrior's Respite, which lets me stand my ground in the face of defeat. And so once per encounter, I could take half damage for 12 seconds and get 15 health. So it's like a second wind. This gives me Searing Palm. But it only has a range of 2 meters. And this gives you Concealing Shadows. I'll take this one that lets me heal. I like the idea of challenging somebody one-on-one. I know, right, Hermie? I like this ability, and I like the lore. So, again, I don't know how this game at all is going to play out. But my thought process is, because I do like playing the good guy in games, I'm going to see how much that's even possible, given the constraints, and see if we can make the best of a bad situation, as it were. But if that's not possible, then we might have to, choose a different path. So this is reasonable. The city marshal was an old but experienced fighter, and his value to the guard was an accepted truth. After making guarantees for your protection, you met him in the square of the market district and fought in the view of tense onlookers. The battle drew on longer than you thought possible. Good fortune struck when an ornamental chain, hanging from the marshal's armor, snagged the quillion of his sword, granting you the opportunity to end his life swiftly. Kairos' forces celebrated your return to camp, and the disillusion of enemy morale all agreed that the bastard city was poised to crumble. I mean, that's what you get for wearing decorative armor pieces in a fight to the death. Okay. There it goes. Bastard city crumbling. Oh boy. Okay. The bastard city settled into a new state of normalcy, with every tower displaying Kairos' banner. Your name was whispered alongside rumors of a decorated career to come. The armies divided into two fronts and migrated south. Tunon sent word that you were to join the next frontier of Kairos' conquest, either as judge and overseer of the settlement of Lethian's Crossing, or as a war advisor with the armies advancing into the realm of Apex. Okay, so the Crossing says, I need to be an adjudicator, or this one means I need to be part of the troops. He did look good, right? I'll pretend to be part of the legal system. .429 TR, Year 2. Years ago, Lethian the Bold founded a small merchant town at the intersection of ancient old walls. A pact between the settlers and a mercenary company meant that caravans were able to travel without fear of bandits or bane, and the town thrived in modest insignificance. Lethian's Crossing drew Kairos' attention for the iron deposits in the surrounding hills. With the region under Kairos' control, the northern smith mages could set up workshops to refine ore and arm the disfavored with the finest weapons in the known world. The Archon of Secrets dismantled the mercenary support with a generous bribe, taking the Crossing in a bloodless victory. Tunon dispatched you to travel alongside Kairos' forces and bring order to the region. Oh, that's what I do. I bring order. I like when they drop these little Monopoly pieces down. So this says the iron must flow. Well, it must. Kairos' smith mages worked day and night to create weapons. No one faulted their dedication, yet production was low. The plans that came to light proved divisive to the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus. On one hand, any additional manpower was needed for fighters, not forges. On the other hand, the celebrated weaponry of Kairos' armies needed to be fiercely guarded. So I could draw from the Scarlet recruits or conscript a tribe of beastmen. So the Scarlet Chorus took refugees from the recent influx and forced them to serve in the military. You repurposed these individuals to haul wagons of iron for the smith mages. This proved an inconvenience to the Scarlet Chorus, who relied on their force of numbers to be effective in the field. Or you conscripted help from a local tribe of beastmen. Their strength would more than offset their disobedience. The disfavored protest that savages have access to the secrets of iron, but their voices were few compared to the support of the Scarlet Chorus. So this is interesting. I've been helping the disfavored a lot. And so do I want to kind of play both sides effectively? Right. It's like, do we want to weaken the chorus or do we want to upset the disfavored? We've been with the disfavored a lot, haven't we? But I think right now, just playing in the middle, I think it's going to be... We just played a game like this, I think it was Colony Ship, where the beginning sort of was like this, and then once we got into the game, we could still make decisions that changed the trajectory that we had set. I know, right, Hermie? The Scarlet Chorus were overjoyed to learn of a Beastman conscription and graciously lent their support to your cause. The local Beastmen were subdued and yoked to Iron Baron wagons, where their boundless strength and tirelessness proved critical to the Smith mages. The disfavored grew agitated about exposing the secret of iron to savages. You attempted to allay their concerns, but your words fell flat before a stubborn, uncompromising audience. Okay? A guardsman's due. Kairos' armies used Lethian's crossing as a reprieve from the war. The city grew more crowded as a mercenary army hired by the Archon of Secrets occupied the barracks, where they drained the resources and escalated tensions. The disfavored wanted nothing to do with the sellswords, but the chorus sought to invite them. So let's kind of go back and help the disfavored. They demand that the mercenaries be kept far from Kairos' armies. The righteous occupiers would not deign to share provisions or supplies with degenerate sellswords. I don't know. I don't like it's like I don't like either of them, but I like a more open policy. Like, let's have some fun. You know, Bagel, that's a fair point. Now, again, like I said, I don't really know how this plays out, but I am curious. Can you do a bad job so that you, like, actually disrupt Kairos' ability to conquer by kind of sowing, like, dissent? You know, is there any option or agency for the player to operate against the seemingly all-powerful legend of Kairos? Yeah, Fading, I agree. I'm gonna let him in and let him mingle. The games proved an excellent opportunity to relieve tension, settle disputes, and guarantee future cooperation between the two forces. Any grievances were resolved by ritual combat, messier than your adjudication, but arguably more entertaining for those outside the arena. The mercenaries who proved themselves worthy opponents found reward in joining the ranks of the Scarlet Chorus, where many of them carved out positions among the elite fighters. Who controlled the crossing? Tragedy struck when a mercenary hired by the Voices of Nerat injured a forge-bound artisan, leaving him unable to practice his craft. Tunon ordered the mercenaries to leave the city in the hands of Kairos' more responsible servants. Only a token garrison could be left behind, while the armies returned to the front. As the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus showed increasing tension and hostility toward each other, Tunon decreed that it is best that only one force control the crossing. So let's give it to the disfavored and just kind of keep going back and forth here. Right, Bryce, good evening. I know. Tunon is like, this guy that I appointed, he keeps messing up. The disfavored placed a modest garrison in the settlement of Lethian's Crossing. Though the force was larger than might be needed to police the small settlement, protecting the forge-bound ironsmiths became the true agenda of the defensive force, as these magical craftsmen kept the disfavored invasion force suited in iron. Relieved at the departure of the Scarlet Chorus, the citizens of Lethian's Crossing felt they got the least of two burdens. You received word from Graven Ash thanking you for your decision. The forge-bound and their weaponry could not be entrusted to the Voices of Nerat. Okay. And I guess while the mercenaries expelled and Lethian's Crossing under new with the mercenaries expelled rather, and the mercenaries under new leadership, Kairos' forces congratulated themselves on bringing order to the settlement and guaranteeing a productive flow of resources. Over the course of this diversion, the army front advanced further into the tiers. Your skills were needed in the realm of Azure Stalwart or the Vellum Citadel. Okay, I mean, treasures, knowledge, and secrets, or Stalwart. No, give me the treasures. What are you talking about? Thank you, Bryce. I hope you have a pleasant slumber, my friend. The Vellum Citadel was an archive and library of massive scale. Its inhabitants were known as the School of Ink and Quill, a circle of mages that centuries ago carved out their own mountainous refuge on lands unsettled by other major realms. Legends said that the Citadel housed a treasure trove of arcane knowledge. The Overlord's spies infiltrated the school and confirmed as much. The time was ripe to send a detachment to the great library fortress and force the scholars to yield. Alex, good evening. There is a good path, but it's difficult? Yikes, okay. Well, that's interesting. Siren snong ensnared some wealthy sages. Chain of command. A detachment of Kairos' army marched on the Vellum Citadel, expecting an orderly surrender. As they neared the main gates, a blast of arcane energy struck the commanders dead. Suddenly, the highest-ranking officer alive, Kairos' forces, looked to you for the next steps. The call weighed on your mind as it had an immediate influence on soldier losses. So I can order the Scarlet Chorus, the expendable Scarlet Chorus, to attack, commanding the disorderly mob forward to give the elite disfavored a chance to withdraw. Though a costly maneuver in terms of lives lost, this assured the survival of the most capable and effective soldiers. Do it. Ever itching for a fight, the howling mob still recognized your maneuver, the sacrificial move that it was. Those from the chorus who ran headlong into battle made promises of a reckoning upon their return. Thankfully for you, hardly any of them limped back in one piece. Those few who survived made fevered whisperings, their grievances, naming you as a villain to the Scarlet Chorus. Well, okay. Well, Ronnie, you could skip this if you want. It's very similar to the start of Colony Ship, although this obviously predates that, where they're establishing, you get to make decisions establishing your position within the factions. Lost to the mountains. The disfavored learned of a hidden enemy enclave and sent scouts to locate it. They never returned from their mission. The remaining disfavored soldiers demanded that you send the Scarlet Chorus to retrieve their scouts, but the Chorus flatly refused to fall into the same trap. They recommended that the scouts be treated as wartime casualties, all right? So, abandoned the disfavored. Yep, we're playing both sides. The siege went on without the bulk of the disfavored detachment, a troubling absence that left you wondering in spite of your order. Days after you made your ruling, a resounding clang echoed across the expanse between the Vellum Citadel and your camp. A team of scouts sent to investigate recovered a crude iron sculpture shaped in a mockery of graven ash. The materials, the blood-stained armor of your lost soldiers, torn and reshaped with enemy magic. Yikes, it's like a fish with the bulletproof vest. Oh, good idea. That's a good point, Hermie. The Edict of Fire. Food and morale dwindled as the siege party realized the enemy would win this war of attrition. Tunon sent word that Kairos' patience had run thin. The Overlord would cast an Edict of Fire on the enemy. Like, why didn't you do that in the first place? The parchment arrived in a slender case of engraved iron. Written on it, the words of a spell powerful enough to destroy the Vellum Citadel. You had the choice of when to read the edict. Reading it at sunrise would offer your enemies no warning of the devastation to come. You could also wait until sunset, giving them ample time to flee or make amends. All right, so we're going to let them go. Claiming they still had spies within the Citadel, the chorus urged you to warn the mages of the Overlord's edict. Granting their request, you met with the enemy under a blue flag of peace and warned them of their doom, giving the chorus spies and the enemy a chance to run. Hey, Boaz, thank you for following, my friend. Hey, El Skirvo, good evening. Good to see you. Omni, good evening. You confronted the mages with a warning and hoped the message was received. The hour before sunset, numerous figures were spotted fleeing. As the sun dipped under the horizon, you read the words of the edict. The earth shook, and red-orange light glowed in the foundation of the sprawling citadel. Bubbling up from under the library, a torrent of lava heaved with explosive force, gushing from windows and between loose bricks, melting winding trenches in the surrounding land. Days later, the flames still raged on, the conflagration continually fed and renewed by the power of the edict. That's impressive. Hey, Singularity, good evening. Good to see you. You know what? What's funny is I thought I actually bought this on the Steam Spring Sale, but before I did, I just checked my bases. I actually got this free on Epic Games like maybe a year or so ago. Like, you remember when Epic, they still do it, but for a while they were just giving out good games left and right. Hey, Boaz, thank you for the Prime sub, my friend. I appreciate that. Bagel, it's like that, right? Hey, thank you, my friend. Yeah, exactly. Bonus indeed. The armies left the devastation of the Vellum Citadel in silence. From that day forward, the Tears came to know the once noble citadel as the Burning Library. This was an undisputed loss of resources, culture, and life. But a message had been sent. The Overlord will not tolerate defiance. Yikes. You didn't have long to rest before Tunon called you into service once more. You were one of the last to depart from the mountains as you journeyed off. You spotted a few campfires in the mountains. They were mere specks, dwarfed by the inferno, the last gasps of survivors, or perhaps looters from Kairos' armies, bored and daring enough to pick through the ashes. You have reached the end of the conquest. Do you want to continue or erase your progress? We'll continue it.
The year is 431, and Kairos' invasion has shattered all major opposition in the tiers. The Younger Realms, the Bastard Tier, the Free Cities. All who defied Kairos lay broken by battle, or bowed in surrender. The two armies of the Overlord, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, now control our lands. But our will is not yet extinguished. Not entirely. In the valley of Vendrien's Well, those of us unwilling to bow to Kairos have banded together in defiance. Violating an oath of surrender from 2 years prior, we have staged a bloody uprising, murdering the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus garrison in a midnight assault. With their main forces spread across the tiers, the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus redeploy to Vendrien's Well to crush the resistance. But months pass with no definitive battle. As disagreement and discord paralyze the Archons, we bide our time and wait for our message of insurrection to spread across the tiers. The Overlord is not amused, and Kairos has one message for the Archons. Crush the Oathbreakers, or die. Kairos backs this threat with an edict, a magical commandment that can slay all in the valley should the order be ignored. The honor of proclaiming this edict fell to you. Sent across the mountains to Vendrien's Well, you carry the Overlord's edict to read before the Archons.
I don't want to read these things. These are dangerous.
As you finally make your way through the winding mountain passes into the valley, the ground trembles, and Kairos' magic seals the way behind you. You are trapped in Vendrien's Well, with Kairos' armies and the Oathbreakers. The only way to survive is to fulfill the terms of the Overlord's edict. In any way that you can.
Uh-oh. It's a good idea. If this is your first visit to the world of Tyranny, watch for these windows to help you become familiar with the game. You can disable tutorial messages at any time from the options menu. Okay, I need the messages. All right. Here I am. I look good. Game looks good. All right. Aurora. The Overlord be praised. When I heard the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. The disfavored warrior claps her gauntlet to her breastplate, the traditional salute of her legion. The commander wouldn't say why the governor of Lethian's Crossing would be coming, but since we have no forges here, I imagine you're here to knock some sense into the voice of Nerot. She catches herself, clearing her throat with a smile. I mean, meditate with the Archons so that we might agree on a plan to wipe out these Oathbreakers. Conversations involve you, another character, and sometimes additional parties like bystanders or companions who may interject. The choices you make change how the story develops and will build a reputation for your character over time. People in the world will learn of your reputations, good and bad, and respond accordingly. Your character's attributes, skills, history, and gender, as well as decisions you made in the Conquest, may all open up options for you in dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on the individual personality and attitude. Each character who speaks to you will display a banner beneath their portrait. These banners indicate which faction the character is allied with. The tooltip on these banners will provide details about how that faction feels about you. Why does it have the picture of a person throwing up? Does that mean how they... Oh, God. You will often see the names of important characters and locations displayed in the gold text color. The tooltips on these glossary entries provide you with important information about the world. Okay. But on a personal note, it is good to see another Harbinger. By Kairos' will, most of our invasion force still lives, but most of us have been scattered across the tiers, reassigned as needs change. I miss those days when there was so much battle ahead of us, so much glory still to be won. But I know the Archons are expecting you. Don't let me wax nostalgically about the old days. I'm a Harbinger. I guess, okay. He does... That's right. I do feels like Sub-Zero. I mean, yeah, now you're talking. That's interesting, Alex. Yeah, it's funny because so many games do this now, right? I come bearing an edict of Kairos. Our soldiers will complete their task or die. Yikes. Lore 20. Can you hear the hum in the air? That glow around the rocks? The avalanche is Kairos' magic. The Overlord has sealed the valley. Your senses see more than mine, good Fatebinder. I do not pretend to know much about such things, but if that was Kairos' magic, and you're here on important business, well, you don't have to be the Archon of Secrets to guess that you're here to proclaim an edict. What does Kairos have in store for the enemy? 10 years of festering plague? An edict of twisted bones? I'm in a hurry. Well, you've traveled a long way. I won't keep you any further. I'm sure the Archons will want to hear from you. Her voice falls silent, her attention snapping eastward in alarm. Did you hear that? More runners. Third time this week. The Oathbreakers keep trying to send messengers through the mountains to gather help from the outside valley. She points over to the collapsed path by which you arrived, but they're a bit too late for that now. Come, let's show these Oathbreakers a good fight. Oh,
Will do.
okay. I'm supposed to fight. This is not turn-based. It's like the battle is kind of Baldur's Gate 2 style. All right. So let's see here. I was running in, but I forgot I'm a magic user. So let's see here. I've got my charged fist. Can I electrocute you?
On it.
I kind of have to be close. Tyranny uses a pausable real-time combat system. Because you will often manage more than one character at a time, it's a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see the orders play out. The options menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing when certain conditions are met, for example, the start of combat. Press spacebar to pause and unpause the game. Your characters can always perform basic attacks using their equipped weapon or their fists if fighting unarmed. Characters also have special abilities and spells they can use in combat. When the character is selected, their ability bar displays their hotkeyed abilities. As new abilities and spells are gained, they are automatically added to the ability bar. All of your character's abilities and spells can be accessed by selecting the category icon at the bottom of the selected frame. Abilities are grouped into talent, spells, combo abilities, artifact abilities, reputation abilities, and stances. Category icons for weapon sets and quick items follow. To use an ability, left-click on the ability icon or press the hotkey corresponding to its location on the ability bar. Your cursor will change to indicate whether your mouse is over a valid target for the ability. If the cursor has a red X in the corner, you're not over a valid target. If it has a pair of feet, you'll need to move closer. All characters in the game, friend and foe, have 5 primary defenses against attacks: parry, dodge, endurance, will, and magic. These defenses are based on the character's attributes, equipped items, and other effects. A character's accuracy is based on their skill with the type of weapon they are wielding. Accuracy is compared to the appropriate defense when the attack is made to determine how likely it is that it will hit. There are 4 possible results from an attack: hit, crit, graze, and miss. A crit increases your damage while a graze reduces it. With each attack, you gain experience in the weapon skill used to make the attack. Even a miss will grant some experience. Okay. Hey, Audible, good evening. I think it's a Sid. I think it's a staff. That's right, Hermie. Okay, so I am doing my thing, and let's look at this person here. This is the honor guard, and they're injured. I don't have an exact readout on their health, but let's see. If I want to do, I can buff her. I'm gonna buff her.
Can't do that.
Yeah, you can. Oh, maybe I can't because she's not really in my party, I guess. Okay. So then, I guess we'll just hit him with our staff.
I got it.
Oh, we got him. That's one down. Let's check further along the path for more. All right. You know, Fading, that's a good question. I guess I could have self-buffed. There are 6 categories of talents available to your character: leadership, defense, power, agility, ranged, and magic. With each level, you gain 1 point to purchase a talent from any of these categories. Within a talent tree, each tier of talents unlocks based on how many talent points have been spent within that tree. To learn a talent, select its icon and then save to confirm your choice. Each companion has their own talent trees with unique abilities. These abilities unlock in the same manner as your character's talents. As you spend points within a companion talent tree, further tiers of talents become available. Yeah, I think it was part of a giveaway. I might actually own it on Good Old Games too. I got it free on Epic. I know, Hermie. I don't think they're going to be my ally very long. Let's loot them up. All right, so this honor guard has a potion of protection and a whetstone. I'll take it. I'm going to actually pause it. I noticed in the auto pause, I'm going to definitely do it for combat start. and I'll see which other auto pause I want. I like that that's a feature. That's really nice. Area loot radius maximum. I'm looking really quickly. It's not a huge deal. It might not have it, but I'm just seeing if there's any way within the game itself, doesn't look like it, to address the UI. That's right, Jamnuska. It doesn't look like you could scale the UI. You could scale the font, which I've raised a little bit. It's not horribly small, but if it was just a touch bigger, I'd be all right with it. What is this? Skill increased. One of your skills has gone up a rank. Oh, as you use your skills in the game, they accumulate experience. Correct. Press C to open the character sheet. And which skill was it? Was it lore, maybe? I mean, and view your current experience. Like magic staff went up. Control lightning went up a little bit. Movement. To move your character, click anywhere. If you see a red circle with a line through it, you can't walk to that part of the screen. You can pause the game. You can view and manage your character's inventory by using the buttons at the navigation bar at the top of the screen. Oh, F6 is quick save. Okay, good. So let's definitely quick save the game. Engagement. One of your characters has been engaged. When they're engaged, they stop. If they move away from the enemy, they will provoke a powerful disengagement attack. Your characters will also automatically engage enemies. Okay. When the selected character is engaged, your cursor will change to a red circle of 4 wedges. This indicates that moving that character will provoke a disengagement attack. So I like this. You know, yeah, Tired Poet, that's how I got it too, my friend. That's right, Audible. At Bagel, it seems to, right? It seems to be just like Morrowind, where you have to use the skills to level them up. We were just talking about this. I think it was in Expeditions Rome, but even in, you know, maybe it was Solasta as well. Like, sometimes games don't give you a good indication of when you're going to provoke that attack of opportunity. So I like it's really clear about engagement and, you know, when that's going to happen. It's indicated by arrows drawn between 2 sections of circles. Okay. This is talking about characters. And then this is talking about lore and reactivity. So I can read the tooltips. Okay, gotcha. Let's zoom. Oh my god, look at this statue. That's scary. What does this say? If I click on it, maybe I have to unpause it. The ancient Weeping Mother statue pays homage to the Queen Lycaris. Okay, that's... Yeah, I like to pay homage to that queen as well. It's tomato juice indeed, right? Okay, so let's see. There's some battles going on here. She's hiding. Let me talk to her. We should be vigilant and deal with the remaining Oathbreakers in the pass. This seems like a suicide mission. What do the Guard hope to accomplish? From what I've learned from the other prisoners, the runners are instructed to escape the valley and drum up support for the Oathbreakers' cause elsewhere in the tiers. I don't know who they think that will listen to their pleas. We've smashed every army, fortress, and self-proclaimed ruler these lowborn tiersmen have to offer. Perhaps they think the wild beasts will rally to their side? Disfavored victory has soaked the tears with fear. I doubt anyone would rally to their hopeless cause. My thoughts exactly. They lost this war years ago. This is little more than the last gasp of a dying people. Carry on.
Kairos!
Can I push this? Squeeze through. Wedge yourself, or I am not strong enough, so I gotta squeeze it. I know, Hermie. If I had good enough athletics, I could have, but I wasn't strong enough. So now I've decided to go in with the bad guys. We do have self buffs, so I can give myself Titan's Touch. Would give me 2 vitality and 2 might. So let's give it to myself to power it up.
Heads up, we have company.
All right, this person is on me. So let's go ahead then and give her the old charge fist. Now I can't. Maybe because I'm engaged? Can't really do anything to her. Maybe because it's not my turn?
Sorry, I can't.
We're fighting. Yeah, I think too close. I zapped her. Sid, that's sweet. Yeah, I might. It's like, if I'm going to have to be in melee, I might want to think about that. But I'm hoping that if I get enough people in the party, I don't have to be up here. Yeah, El Skirvo, I agree. I'm going to zap Honor Guard and Sun Soldier. Okay, let's zap the Honor Guard here. Hi. Don't mind me, I've hit you with electricity. So this is a stone shield. This is one of the disfavored here. So this is another shock attack, actually, is thrust. Alright. We've almost killed this one. Let me see if I can buff. I can't buff the NPCs. Sure, fading, that's helpful, yeah. Yeah, Hermie, I agree. Like, thank goodness. And I can make it larger, right? So I could see more of the combat, but we could see all of the roles. We can mouse over, the different information and see exactly what's going on. I love the combat log. Oh, okay, Fading, thank you. Yeah, just like Crawl. Okay, so we'll have to do that. So Fading is saying that there is experience that's like spread out and distributed amongst all your skills. So you want to turn off that so that you focus on only the skills that you're looking to level up. That makes sense, Fading. All characters must recover after every action they take in combat. The recovery timer is displayed above each character in combat. The length of recovery time varies based on the character, the weapon they are wielding, the armor they have equipped, and the attack they just used. If you issue an action to a character and want to cancel it, you can press X with that character selected. Once an action has progressed far enough, it can't be canceled. Ouch. When a party member is reduced to 0 health, they are knocked out. So maybe the party member, did she go around some other way and get knocked out? Because she split off from me? I don't know what happened. I think she did. Sorry, Aurora. You scored a crit. I did score a crit. And, okay, hold down the tab key to highlight objects. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so this guy is about to die. I'll hit him again, but I don't think I even need to bother. Maybe you're right, Hermie. No, D-Block, it was a lot of text up front. You can skip that. Like, if you pick up this game and you want a quick start, that was an option. I just wanted to know a little bit more about the lore and then, make decisions that I would want to make to the best of my ability and see what that did. But that is skippable. I'm going to go ahead. I could buff myself again, I guess, if I wanted to. But I'm still... Actually, I don't need to. I'm still under the effect of this for another 21 seconds. So let's just keep hitting. This guy is hiding behind his shield. He's actually going to make it.
that.
Dead. Yeah, Hermie, I think it might be one of those things where it's like, some of these games where spells go on cooldowns, I think we're still in the tutorial here, Sid, or at least the very beginning. Welcome to Ruin. We've arrived at the outskirts, the old remnants, so I need to go deliver the thingamabob. Oh, here we go. Whoa. Oh my god. Okay, this is what I was going to say. I need more spells, because, like, if you have spells that go on cooldown, sometimes you just need more that are on different cooldowns. Hey, Chosen, good evening, my friend. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it to be fun and useful. So spells are created using 2 or more sigils. The core sigil determines the type of magic, such as fire, frost, or illusion. The expression sigil determines how that core shapes itself into the world, such as a ball of fire, good, or frost enchanting a weapon. There are several categories of sigils that can accent a spell, granting it greater range, accuracy, or providing bonus secondary effects. To begin creating a spell, select a core sigil from the type of magic, followed by the expression sigil to determine what form it takes. Interesting. For example, if you want to create a fireball, you would select the sigil of flame, followed by the sigil of directed force to determine its shape. Spells have default names based on the selected core and expression. You can rename them using the spell interface. It's kind of cool. You can, like, craft your own spells. Yeah, Alex, it seems really interesting. Each sigil requires a certain amount of lore to learn about and control. Characters must have a lore skill at least equal to the spell's total difficulty. Oh, well, good thing I put points in lore. Once you have created the spell, use the assign button to add that spell to one of your active party members. You can assign the spell to more than one character. Wow, I could, like, teach it to other people? I need that spell, Hermie. If you want to modify the spell later, after you've discovered more sigils, select a spell from the party member you wish to modify. You can customize your spells by selecting different icons. If you create multiple spells using the same core and expression but with different accents, these can help you differentiate your spells. Each spell has a default name, but you can customize it. Some accent sigils allow you to modify the area of effect or range. When you use these sigils, the casting UI will display the increased range as a second, more transparent area. Oh, okay, cool. All right. I know, we got to rename the spells indeed, right? So let's make a spell, though. Let's try a core, and we're going to use lightning, and the expression could be focused intent. Now, this is... I already have this one, unfortunately. So I need... I would need different expressions at the moment. I already have this. So I need to learn new expressions. I can't really craft anything because I've already kind of got it, but I can rename this. Oh, okay. Thank you, Fading. You can, but I thought the accents were just decorative. But let's take a look. Incompetent. So I don't have any accents that I can actually add. But I do have incompetent and incompetent buff coming at you. So I need to learn. I need to basically get more here. Okay. Wow, look at the talent tree. Good lord. Agility, range, magic, leadership, defense, power. So there's like 6 different talent trees for my character. Okay, Alex, cool. Man, there is a ton here. Alright, let me loot it up. Oop, I got some gloves and a javelin. Alright, here's my paper doll. And do I want to use... I need my thing. Now, how much encumbrance can I actually handle with this character? 61. No, that's value. 13 weight. How much weight can I take? No, that's bronze rings. It makes me take longer to recover. So I guess I have a longer global cooldown if I wear this, but it gives me more armor, more deflection. Seems like I should probably wear it, considering I'm in combat a lot. Oh, good ideas, Sid. This has less range, does a little bit more damage, but I'm okay with it. I like my staff. I don't want a javelin. But I'll change into the leather armor. That's fine. Audible, that's right. Good point. Oh boy. I couldn't control this. Her name is Verse. So she's from the Scarlet Chorus. A young Scarlet Fury weaves around the Vendrien Guard attackers, avoiding their weapons with fluid grace. She nods to acknowledge you. A breathless enemy soldier passes a glance to her countrymen. This one's crazy. Too much lead in her water. We should cut our losses and turn back.
Fatefinder. You're here at last. Care to join me in putting these cowards out of their misery?
That's right. Join the battle. For the realm of Apex, charge the Vendrien Guard, level their weapons, and advance. Alright, so let's pause it. So, this is Verse, and there's another Scarlet Warrior here surrounded by 3 baddies. Yeah, 100% Hermie. I think Verse is coming in the party. Alright, so what we can do is... Let's see. None of them... This one is hurt. Barely injured. But let me see if I could... No, let's take out the one that's hurt. So I'm going to go ahead... Oh, I already have her in my party. So I could control her. Excellent. Blood-soaked stone. Oh. Whoa, look at this. Man, this game's combat is super interesting. So just by having her join the party, I get this combo that I can do with her. So this is a coordinate ability with Verse. So we knock the target prone, then follow up with a bleeding attack. We could do this once per encounter. So let me see if I could do this to this person right here. And what happens if we do. I know, I didn't expect that either. Yeah, so look at this. Verse hit her with a slash, and then I hit it with the shock. Now, I don't know if we did the combo. I think that was it. We didn't trip him, but I used it, and it seemed to have gone off. So now what I can do is try to shock this one. Oh boy, they're gone. Okay. And let's see here. I'm going to buff Verse. And let's see what Verse has as her own ability. She has Burning Iron. And launch a burning arrow that sets foes on fire. Yeah, can you shoot this guy and just set him on fire?
On it.
Yeah, she busted out her bow. That guy's on fire. Now, they killed our buddy, which is not ideal. Let's go back here, and let me just try to blast this target right here. And then, Verse, you need to attack this one. She's engaged. Okay, we auto-attacked. It's gone, and then... Everybody go get it. She's gone. Oh, I was able to attack from a distance there. Maybe I can always attack from a distance with my staff, and I don't need to go up close. I think I can, and I didn't realize that. Like, now that I have somebody up front who's tanking, I can stand back and just shoot him, and that was not using my spell. She's buffed, but she's also hurt. She's in red geyser stance. Her stance is all about sending a roaring red geyser of blood out of the opponent. Alright then. I see what you did. This guy's near dead, so I'm not going to use any spells or anything.
Let them think.
Alright.
I can tell you didn't spend the Conquest in a diplomat's tent.
The fighter surveys the fresh corpses and nods with
I'm
satisfaction.
versed, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrien guard we killed didn't come alone.
You fight like a storm. What's your role in the army?
Scarlet Fury, one of the elite killers of our ignoble gang. You'll see more than a few of us around camp, but don't let that fool you. We're a rare breed. Most of the soldiers in the Scarlet Chorus are little more than farmers and children armed with rusted forks. Makes them easier to control. The voices of Nerat called his best fighters to this siege. There must be something important about Vendrien's well, though don't ask me what. The Archon isn't in the habit of spilling secrets.
Why are the guard attacking now?
My guess. The Vendrien Guard are testing our strength in battle, learning how we perform before they organize a real offensive. That, or they're really, really desperate to get beyond the mountains and couldn't wait until nightfall.
I'm ready when you are.
Eager. I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades. Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful iron they might be clutching.
I could say you should honor your fallen and not pillage them, or I see your point, nice and practical. She is pro-looting. Hermes pro-verse.
No reason to pity the fallen. Before long, we might wish we'd joined them here. But at least we'll enjoy heavy pockets and warm toes. For the voices of Nerat!
All right. Let's see what we got. So there is... Oh, here we go. Scroll, lesser sigil of reaching grasp. So it's a new accent. That's true, Bagel. We already have. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. Wait. Did I pick that stuff up? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Okay, so... This scroll contains a magic accent, which increases the range of the spell. Oh, okay, cool. Now, Hermie, you were right. I thought the accents do actually affect the spell, not just change the picture. I thought it was for if you had similar types of spells, just to make them easier to identify. But no, we can add this accent, and if we do... It'll double the range. Now, it doesn't double the... There's no mana. It's just cooldown. I know, Hermie, right? I like that there's... I really like spell systems that don't actually have mana, where you can just use your spells. Yeah, the lore required to craft this spell changes, but my lore is 45, or 46, actually. It's gone up. It's already leveled up. So you could see the Morrowind, like, skilling happening already. So if I make this, then I'm going to update this spell. And so now Incompetent is just 4 meters with no... It doesn't... take any longer to cast, it's just better, which is great. I wonder if I could put this expression on my buff as well, or the accent. I can, and just double the buff range. I don't see why not at this point. Oh, can I teach her this? Can you learn Incompetent buff? I don't know if I can. Oh yeah, I can. Here, she can... Why don't you learn the shock? Can you cast a shock? There you go. Let's see if she can actually use it. I mean, her lore is 26. She can use it. It really could, Sid. That's a good point. Yeah. That's awesome, Alex. Yeah, so she can... You know, so that explains why at the beginning, when they were having us craft our character, why it was letting you make so many kind of like hybrid types, because the spellcasting is pretty fluid, as long as you have the lore. Yeah, because we look like Frank Zappa, we should totally call this Zappa. All right, so she's got Zappa, I've got Zappa. You discovered a new sigil. We did. Spell scrolls. Yep. Consumables. One of your party members is low on health. You can use a health potion to heal him. Disengagement attack. One of your party members has hit with the disengagement attack. Right, that's like the attack of opportunity, basically. And the minimap. You could use the minimap in the lower corner to see what parts of the map you've already been to. Hold the M key to maximize it. Or press the comma key to toggle. The minimap displays useful information like the position of enemies, lootable chests, and key characters in the scene. Great. Love that. I'm going to show you what... The minimap also looks pretty good, too. Okay, so now what we're going to do is... I don't know if she used a consumable, but she got healed. And I don't know if you're healed after combat, but we're okay now. Stealth. Scouting mode is used for both stealth and finding hidden objects like traps and secret containers. While scouting, your character's selection circles will start to fill with yellow when a hostile character is starting to detect them. Once the circle fills yellow, the character is suspicious and will move to investigate while the circle fills red. If the circle becomes fully red, your characters will be discovered. Several talents will grant your character bonus. Cool. All right. So, what this means is, Alt is stealth. But I didn't have everybody selected. Like, she didn't go into stealth.
I got it. On it.
Let's see. All party members is backspace or F5. Oh, hey, Sten. Thank you, my friend. Good evening. That's a great idea. So this kind of goes to what Hermie was talking about before, about how our spell's always on cooldown. But actually, that's a great point. If I create a different spell that is just the core of electricity and the expression, and is charged fist, but doesn't have the accent, then we can just call it just regular zap. And then I can assign this here. So now I have 2 zaps. Sweet. Okay. So now I've got all of my party members. She looks like she has something to say. Is that what that means?
You should loot some of these bodies before moving on. Where they're going, I don't think they'll miss their gear.
God, that voice actress. Oh, man. I know I've heard her voice. Okay, anyway. It's going to kill me, but I know that we have.
Right.
All right, there's some people over here. Tarkus Deimos, eyes forward, no looking back. The Vendrien Garn warrior roars with his falx held high, his words largely lost over the din of combat. Stand aside or your funeral will be over the side of the bluff. Seeing you squarely in his path, the soldier points his weapon your way. I applaud your bravery, but I implore you to end this foolishness and lay down your arms. Not a chance. If I surrender, I'm as good as dead. At least we could drag some of Kairos' chosen along our short journey to the void. No, you don't have to do this. Scarlet Court's reinforcements, hurry. Uh-oh. We got some help. Oh, okay, thank you, Hermie. The Outer Worlds must be what's... Because I was just playing that. It was the second Outer Worlds, but I was... I don't know if she's in that, but I was just playing that game. Yes, that's it. She's the first character that you think is your ally who's not your ally in Outer Worlds 2. That's what sounded so familiar, I think. Okay. Hey, Island. Thank you for following. Run down the oath breakers. Let none escape, says mocking Blaze. From the red mob of the reinforcements from the south, a blood chanter emerges at the head of the rabble, the ornamental crest of her staff pulsing with crimson tones. Signing sigils of magic and wordlessly moving her mouth, the blood chanter scribes a series of spells into the air. A red glow surrounds the Vendrien Guard warriors as the chanter's magic worms its way into their minds, blinding them with rage. Michael, I did. I think the combat is really cool, and the game looks amazing. Hold your position, all of you. You there, keep to the path. The warrior gestures along the canyon trail, but his soldiers turn their attention to the Scarlet Chorus, roaring challenges. No, don't engage them. We need to run. His orders are falling on deaf ears. The warrior reluctantly readies his weapon. All right, so we got a big battle here. There's our some allies, and then we need to deal with this group of 3. So luckily, because I had set the auto pause, as soon as combat starts, the game automatically pauses, which is phenomenal. And I'm going to go ahead and choose her and have her verse. Let's see. Skewer. She went into a stance before, but I don't know if I need to do anything to change that. She's in stance 3 whispers. Oh, maybe that's down here, which gives her plus 20 dodge. Oh, yeah, Hermie, you're right. I wonder if I can do that from here. Let's see if we can actually turn the skills on and off. Yeah, we can. So I think I'm guessing that red means lock. Is that right? So let's go to me and then take Fading's advice about illusion and vigor. Actually, I don't even have those anyway. But I feel like I do want control vigor on because this helps me. If you crit it extends the duration of the bonus. That's not actually that great, but it's okay. I don't really care about subterfuge at all. I'm going to turn that off. Unarmed combat is not interesting to me. Dual wield, I don't think so. Two-handed weapons, no. Probably not bows right now. One-handed weapons, probably not. Okay, Fading, I believe you. So then let's just focus on lightning. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, to Fading's point, like, if all Vigor does is allow you to crit, which doubles the duration, that's handy, but it's not like a game breaker. Oh, okay, you can change your appearance, like, interesting. You could change your character's like colors and stuff there if you want. So now I'll probably turn off. Yeah, locking skill growth will prevent this character from gaining. I turned off subterfuge. I'll probably turn off, athletics. It's okay. I just don't know if that's going to be. I'm not against it. I'm fine with this. And then for her, we definitely don't. She's using 2 weapons, so she needs to do that. We're going to turn off magic staff. She has a bow. She has dual wield. Then we're going to turn off subterfuge. I kind of feel like I want everything else, though. I want lore because it allows you to equip better skills. Dodge, parry, like these all seem important to her. She does. She's a flaming red mohawk. She is not messing around. Okay, now, oh, okay, Stenel, thank you. So turn this off. If I turn off the AI assist, does that turn off auto attack? Mohawk needs to be completely turned on all day. I'm going to have her run in and... Well, no. Let's do Skewer. And then let's do Incompetent buff on her.
Come at.
The companion Verse has joined your party. Verse is a capable warrior, skilled in both melee and ranged combat. Okay? You'll need to balance your strengths. When it's possible to adventure alone, you'll find the game more rewarding with a well-balanced party. Oh, you can go alone. There are now 2 characters in your party, and they're both selected. Any commands you issue now will affect both party members. To select a single party member, I'm using F1 and F2. You can control either character directly, or you can enable their AI. Once their AI is enabled, you can always select them. And they will follow your orders. If you right-click the AI button, you can see the settings. Cool. Verse has stances. Right. Oh, they're hidden under this. Okay. That provide her with different benefits in combat. Stances are modal abilities, meaning they can be toggled on and off. Only one stance can be active at a time. When it's deactivated, all stance abilities enter cooldown for a short duration. Okay. Okay, so she's going in. I think absolutely El Skirvo. Is it the same? Is it the same? Who made Pillars of Eternity? That's not... That's Obsidian, right? Or that's not Alcat, is it? Hey, Vanilla, good evening. Ah, okay, so Tim Kaine was on both. That makes sense. Because it said something when I was booting up the game about Pillars of Eternity. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you, Gemnesca. Alright, so this guy is actually barely injured, which is kind of scary. And she's taking a ton of damage. Let me give this guy electricity. And then... Ooh, I needed to poison my weapon. I should have done that. Alright, I had her heal. I'm going to try my combo.
On my command.
Yep, okay, that combo worked that time. Because we knocked him down. And now... Oh, this guy's hard because he's the name guy. He's Tarkus Demos. So that's why he's giving us, a little bit more of a challenging time. I'm going to go ahead. This is 11 to 16 damage. And your melee attack... Verse, how much does... Actually... You hit fine. Just do that. And then what can you do? Can you do this ability to this guy?
Let's try that again.
Okay. So now... This guy is still standing up, which I really don't care for. Just keep hitting it first.
Fall before me.
He's almost dead. Verse is really hurt. We got a healer. She does. She does. So, well, this stance is actually pretty good defensively. It's plus 20 dodge. She could do Red Geyser, which adds damage to attacks, and then Seeking Sheath, which gives her accuracy for bows. So this is her defensive stance, actually. He's strong. I'm also playing on hard difficulty. Man, this guy, he is so stout. Take him down. Yeah, we definitely need to pick up something that can heal. Can you use this on somebody else? I don't think you could use the healing potion on somebody else, but she's gonna probably fall down here. Oh, she disengaged. Wonder why she did that. She's not dead. She's close. Hey, Fox, good evening. Good to see you. Oh, no. They're shooting at her. No. Verse, don't do that. How do I want her to stay at range. She has a bow. You don't need to do that. Is there a way for me to tell her... Like, I can't click much. I guess I can go way up. He's near death. He's like running on fire to try to kill her. That's how much he doesn't like her. Here, I'm going to move her up as far as she'll go. And then I'm going to have her... I know she has a ranged attack, but I don't know if she's going to do it. You know, see, she keeps going, like, when I click... She does have Incompetent. I thought about it. I think she can get this... Oh, she dodged. She's got it. This guy's gone. Oh. Dr. Incompetent got her with the bolt. Or him with the bolt. Zapped him. Alright, so go ahead and drink that verse. And then... Zappa... Let's start taking people down here.
You got it.
Well, Hermie, I was trying to figure out how I can tell Verse to do a basic attack with her bow. Because there's got to be a way to do that. You know what I mean? But when I clicked to attack, even though she had her bow out, like, you could see she's holding it, she actually went to go attack with her dagger, which really scared me. We did it. No problem. Come quick, we have a situation on the cliffside. They have the commander. That's not good. How do you get the commander? Alright, Oh, here's a shield. That's a good question, right? I mean, I can look at her AI, and I can have her, you know, be an archer, like, by default. But I don't have it on right now. I guess I could just turn that on if that happened again. But let's see if we can give her the shield at all. Like, she's currently using... Oh, maybe I change her weapon set. Maybe I just have to select to change it. Although it looks like she has her bow out right there. Let's give her this helmet. No longer. That's broken. Doesn't do anything. This is good. I will hide the helmet, but this helps her. These boots are more armor, less recovery. These are very slightly, just a little bit more armor at the expense of recovery. I'm going to split the stack. Like, I need her to... Yeah, I'll give her 10. I mean, I might as well. She needs a lot. I'm okay with this. Right. I think it might be worth making her a little bit slower for just a bit more armor. I don't know how impactful the armor is. She has 0 armor. Like, so this would be, you know, a little bit less deflection. I don't know. We'll see. We just need a healer or another tank or something. Oh my god, that hat's amazing.
On it.
We got a real piece of gear. Check out this hat. Let me see if this is good. I mean, the hat I have right now is just 1% deflection. This hat is accuracy +1. Oh, and it looks good. Oh, yeah. I look like I drifted out of the desert and learned how to channel lightning. I'm ready for you. I got a whole bunch of sky caps. So, this is right up Sid's alley. If you take these mushrooms, it just gives you +10 lore and +10 to all magic and +4 wits. Like, there's no downside. Who's Cosma? You alright? What's going on over here? What are you doing? You'll draw attention to me. Okay. Does anybody want any of this other stuff that we got? I feel like I don't want to slow my abilities down, so I'm going to keep with the lighter armor, but it could be a huge mistake. Stow your weapons, or we find out how long a man screams before hitting the ravine down below. Cornered between a precipitous drop and a band of angry soldiers, the Oathbreaker warrior holds a disfavored officer at knife point. Skewer him. Worry not for me. Graven Ash will protect. The disfavored are all protected by Archon Graven Ash's mystical Aegis, and many will attest that it allows disfavored to endure truly staggering punishment. However, there are no documented cases of a disfavored surviving decapitation, being sliced in half, or other wantonly fatal doses of trauma. It is highly unlikely that Ash's Aegis will save Drastus from his neck being sliced open. Okay. All right, Fox, take care, my friend. I appreciate that, Fox. Have a great night. This is hilarious. Graven Ash is like, yeah, I'm not going to help you with that. You heard the man. He plainly invited you to use that little blade of yours. What are you waiting for? Permission from your pimp? Ouch. I mean, mocking Blaze is right. This blade? With a jerk of the knife, he slices off a clump of Drastus's matted hair. If you're so eager to see your ally dead, just step closer. Release the prisoner, and you might know the inside of a cell. And I'm sure that cell will have daily visits from Scarlet Chorus Cads thirsty for a bit of torture. He shakes his head, pulling the captive closer. I'd rather take my chances with death. Now that's unfair, I assure you. It's more a hunger for torture than a thirst, but you're correct. We have no charity left for those who have laughed at our mercy once before. The blood chanter slams her staff on the ground, curling her fingers with a quivering hand. If you fools won't deal with him, maybe I will. Alright, I don't have the athletics. We've got to help Drastus. You've gained wrath with Scarlet Chorus. You've gained favor with the disfavored. Uh-oh. Death to Kairos. Death to the Archons. Tyrell dashes the blade across Drastus' throat. Blood gushes out from the commander's neck, drowning out his final words. Uh-oh. The moment Drastus' body falls to the ground, the disfavored soldiers pounce forward, quickly reducing the Oathbreaker to a bloody mess. Drastus' death will be a setback. He was a fine steward of the steadfast. Where have you been, Aurora? But with the losses we've sustained in this war, I'm the next in command. I will aspire to be half the leader Drastus was. One of the soldiers found some mage blather on the Oathbreakers. Aurora holds up a rolled sheaf of parchment. I figured you being trained in letters could perhaps... Aurora looks down at the papers, her face blushing, and quickly thrust the sheaf toward you. All that training and nobody taught you to read? No, I guess I was too busy learning not to ask rude questions. Uh-oh, she didn't like that. Now are you going to read this or not? It's a little setback. Awesome. All right, so I'll examine the parchment. Repeating the same messages in different written scripts, the parchments explain the Vendrien guards' desire to overthrow Kairos' Archons and rout their armies from the tiers. The pages aren't addressed to any specific reader, but rather openly invites all who remain loyal to the younger realms to gather at Vendrien's well. Recruitment material. They were trying to bring more traitors to the fight. There were likely other groups trying to flee the valley, but we can rest knowing we stopped this group. It's a shame it's at such a high cost. The Archons are expecting you at the disfavored war camp. When you're ready to leave, exit by the southeast gate and keep going that way through the foothills. Okay. I am almost ready to leave, but I've got more looting to do. The once pure water of Queen Lycaris' tears has run red with blood. Oh, okay. So this was actually supposed to be not blood, but there's been a lot of bloodshed, and that's where we're at. Yikes. Oh, I gotta have subterfuge to pick the lock. I don't have that with anybody in this party. I probably don't also have athletics high enough to be able to climb up to these. Climb the rope. I can't. Where's Chuck Norris when you need him to help me climb that rope? That's right, Hermie. Okay. Southeast exit. I guess this right here, this gate. Rolanda, good evening. I guess you're right. Day off. Dude, you want to join up? Cairo should not have accepted the Vendrien surrender. All right. Siren's songs. When the combat starts... Oh, wait. This is a clue that I can get somebody. Where's this Siren person? Siren will begin one of her songs. Each of her songs is a series of stanzas that produce different effects. As one stanza ends, its effects will linger, overlapping with the effects of the next stanza. You can change Siren's current song by selecting her and choosing a new song. Okay, well, where did that person go? Where's this song person? We got Horde. Are you Crescent Runner? Actually, let me check the map. It says they label people. Aurora, Cosma, Queen. Maybe not. Maybe they just told me that for unknown reasons. Champ Duska, no problem, my friend. Oh, Tarkus lived. I didn't realize we captured him alive. Well, definitely is like Pillars where you have that, like, guy from the islands or whatever who can sing as his combat style. All right, so we'll go to the camp. It'll take you 2 hours. Yeah, get there. I got time. Okay. Sterling Hagnon, Crescent Runner, Stone Shield. Let's go. That's right, Ronnie. That's what we do. We summon it. This is robbery. Hey, hail, Fatebinder. The disfavored scout nods as you approach. Camp's up ahead. Don't mind us. Just clearing out the rabble. I still don't understand what I've done to offend. I respect that these are now disfavored lands, and I'm happy to give the Legion a proper toll. But she's going on about trading rights. What nonsense is that? I'm not allowed to trade one thing for another? It's not like I'm selling weapons to angry peasants or anything of the sort. You're on disfavored land. These warriors have every right to kill you. You should be more thankful they're even listening to you speak. The Overlord regulates all trade. If you lack the proper permits, your goods are forfeit. A trade permit? Well, to whom would I speak for such a thing? Not us, and not our problem. Maybe march your butt to Bastard City and plead your case before Tunon, but we'll light your burden and relieve you of your wares first. That should make the long trek a bit more bearable. Anything to be argued before Tunon may be argued before me. You'd best start making a strong argument as to why I should help you. What's there to discuss? We should kill this mongrel, and the warrior pauses, placing her hand on the front of her mouth. If the Fatebinder wishes to weigh in on the matter, courtesy demands we listen. The soldier clears her throat, looking at you expectantly. This is a disfavored matter, but I know the agents of the court do so love to throw their judgments around. That's right. Hey, Golgi, good evening. Good to see you. That's a good point, Kaiser. Well, you could rob me now and have my supplies today. The merchant grabs a flask from his cart. Or you can leave me alive and have fermented honey all year long. I even know a few family recipes for painkillers and healing drafts. Certainly any army would need those. He uncorks a small ceramic vial, and the aroma of cloves and lanolin assaults your nose. I'm only good with lore. I don't have lawbreaker or subterfuge very well. What a coincidence. Your family recipe for wound paste smells just like the Scarlet Fury's own concoction. Where did you steal this? I don't. The merchant tenses up, his face flushing red. I don't know what you're getting at. Uh-oh. Well, that path only leads to his death, so I can say I think he needs roughing up or kill him. You rough him up. Yeah, Rolana, I know, right? So basically, this is what I'm trying to do in this game. I don't like being the baddie. So I'm trying to be the nicest baddie that the game will let me be. And then if I can actually try for a good outcome, I will try for that, even if it makes the game harder. To rough him up. Well, I could choose rough him up or kill him. Slow down. I'll tell you everything. Just don't hurt me. I found most of everything out in the forest of the valley. I'd keep my head low when I heard sounds of combat, then I'd take a look and grab whatever wasn't claimed by the first victors. So you stole from the disfavored dead? How else did you get your hands on that iron? The scout points to the merchant's cart. You would come here and sell us our own armaments? If anything has an owner, I will return it, but this iron would have turned to rust if left in the mud of the battlefield. The disfavored are few in number. Is that not right? You need a man like me to gather up supplies that would otherwise go to waste. So I can say, you may trade your wares freely, but lie again, and I'll have you killed. The disfavored will tolerate your presence, but you'll pay them handsomely, or leave the cart as a gift for Graven Ash and never come back, or your life ends here. Hey, Daniel, what's up, my friend? Thanks for subscribing. So I have no punishment. I have a harsh tithe. I have exile, and I have murder. I know, right, Hermie? The disfavored will tolerate your presence, but you'll pay. We will? The disfavored soldier clears her throat with a cough before repeating herself. We will. It sickens me to make exceptions for this vulture, but if you'll supply the disfavored without profit, perhaps this indiscretion is for the best. It's not like our larders are overflowing. A work slave to scrounge provisions would be an asset. Thank you for interceding on my behalf. I know my life will now depend on showing the disfavored due gratitude for suffering my presence. If I must grovel a bit to earn my daily grain, so be it. That's right. I helped everybody. See, Kaiser, that's what I'm trying to do. Right, that's what I did, Rolana. And here's the idea. Like, the way I'm kind of trying to get my head around this to roleplay it, because I don't like being the baddie outright, is that, like, I'm trying to imagine, like, what if you were thrust into this position of power for somebody that was openly evil, that you knew if you betrayed they would just kill you, so you're trying to, like, stay alive, and your goal is to just do good wherever you can to the best of your ability, even though you're a baddie. That makes sense, Kaiser, right? It's like, I'm just trying to make the best of this situation. Observer, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. I'm enjoying it. The combat is really cool. The spell crafting is really cool. And what I like about my choice, Like right there. That's right, Roddy. But even nicer than that, like even more like, um don't talk so loud, don't mention this, like when nobody's looking, do the right thing kind of thing. I like the idea here that my option of like keeping this guy alive but making him pay a harsh tax upset everybody. Like this guy is kind of happy to be alive, but like the disfavored, they don't favor it. And then this guy's like, well, I guess I got to grovel and work to earn my grain now. Like, so he's kind of like, And so I'm just causing discomfort wherever I go among other bad guys. So that's how I can do good, by making the bad guys miserable. That's right, Observer. Exactly, right? Oh, we do have a dialogue with her. Let's see what she wants to say.
Need to talk? I suppose I can give you a moment of my time.
Oh, maybe she always wants to talk. Okay.
What do you need?
Oh, no, you could just get all the background on her. Are you a spy for the Voices of Nerant? Verse regards you with an unreadable expression. Her mismatched eyes look at each of yours in turn. I don't have good enough reputation. I mean, does it even matter? You have to decide for yourself whether or not I'm worth trusting. Is keeping me along worth the risk that I'll spill the occasional word about what you ate for breakfast? Hey, Cyberpunk, good evening. Tell me about yourself.
If you insist. I'm a Scarlet Fury. That should raise some flags for you. It means that I'm good at killing, and more importantly, that I enjoy it. What I won't enjoy are the pleasures of funerary rites packed with weeping mourners. Someday I'll fall in battle, and then they'll roll me into a mass grave or heap me atop a shit-stained wagon. One more anonymous, knife-riddled piece of meat. Until then, I plan to take whatever I can from life and have a little fun along the way.
All right, all right. Like the philosophy. Let's ask about her feathers. What do those feathers mean? Oh, I don't tell that story to just anyone. You'll have to butter me up before I get into that really intimate details. Let's see if there's any butter on this cart. All right, tell me about your life before the chorus. Life? What life? As far as I'm concerned, I didn't exist before the chorus. There was some girl on a farm wearing my face and talking with my voice, but she wasn't me. Okay, I'm sorry I asked that question. Sometimes she would sneak out at night, take a scythe, and have some fun with the livestock. Our shared interest began and ended there. Okay. So we got a little bit of a psycho on our hands here. Nothing like a good sadomasochist. Okay. She is her job, apparently. Hey, I can imagine her farmer parents. Verse, we found the scythe missing again, and all the livestock are dead, and you're covered in blood. Do you know what happened? Let's see. Farewell. I feel you, Ronnie. She's all we've got. Slow down a moment. I know we're both eager to watch the Archons bicker over tactics, but I need to ask you something. What's that? The voices told me that you've come as a mediator. Considering the source, well, I can't help but feel I'm only hearing half the story, so let's have it out. What's so special about you? I can lie. I'm actually tallying the expense of the siege. Yeah, Rolanda, the cows don't like that. I'm actually tallying the expense of the siege. Is that all? I can understand why Tunon would worry himself over resources, but we have the riches of the Northern Empire backing this conquest, not to mention the plunder of the tiers. If you say that's the case, I'll go along with it. Verse frowns to herself, but doesn't press the matter. What else have the voices told you? Only that I could find you in Edgering ruins. Truthfully, I could have picked you out of a crowd. You're the only one of us who hasn't spent the last few months bathing in the stink of the Matani River. She laughs, but there's a forced nature to it. Why so suspicious? Just a feeling I got. When the Archons are together, the air gets as taut as a bowstring. I can't help but think that no amount of compromise will get them seeing eye to eye. So why invite a mediator from Tunon's court? Doesn't add up. Why do you think the Archons are at odds? I've been with the Scarlet Chorus since the early days of the Conquest, so I could say it's been building for a few years now. There's an energy about these two, like a pair of storms moving to collide. I've heard that the Graven Ash and the Voices of Narat shared some bad blood in the Northern Empire, but I don't know any of the particulars. This is absurd. If Archons cannot put the past behind them, they're unfit to my command. Quick to anger, are we? Whoa, she's afraid of me. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I would take care where you speak your mind. Someone's always eager to report slander to their favorite Archon. I mean, I didn't think that was that bad. With all the power they wield, those types are not quick to forgive. I really ought to be meeting with the Archons. The war tent's in the center of the camp. All right. One last thing. Be careful around these disfavored types. They take their work seriously, and most have suffered too many blows to the head. All right, anything to steal? Oh, I could take from his wagon. It's locked. All right, fine. I don't have the subterfuge. Let me in. The gate guards hold up a warning hand. Go no farther. You approach disfavored ground. State your business. I am Dr. Incompetent, Fatebinder of Tunon. I bring words from Kairos, words for your commander's ears. Ah, so you're the fire starter. I mean, actually, I use electricity. Okay. Savius and the companies... Oh, I did start a fire. That's right. I read that edict and burned the library with lava from the ground. That's right. I did that. Returning from the burning library are telling some harrowing stories about Kairos' edict of fire. I think myself brave, but I'm happier to have been far away from it all. Must have been a terrifying honor to be the messenger of such a righteous force. Go in. The Archons are expecting you. You'll find them in the war tent, center of camp. I know. You know that fire edict? I got another one right here. Let me show you how it goes. Pentabor, what are you about? Hail to you, guardian of the law. The man dressed in merchant finery greets you. If you have a few excess rings weighing you down, best unburden yourself before battle. I don't mean any of the other stuff. Let me see your wares. Let's see if I can find something you might like. All right. I'm in the store. Stores allow you to trade and sell your items for copper rings or items in the store's inventory. Merchants buy items from you at a greatly reduced price. If you sell something, you may see it appear in the store's inventory with a much higher cost. Stores periodically refresh their inventories, so check back. I guess I could sell that. And one of those, and, you know, Broken. Broken. There you go. Alright. I'll give you those items. Because I'm generous. Thanks. The idea that cheese gives you +1 finesse for 600 seconds, I don't know if they know what cheese is. When I eat cheese, I don't feel more agile or dexterous in any way. +1 vitality. The healing potions might be good. Ooh, they sell Sigil of Frost. Oh, I want that. I don't have enough money. Oh, I do have enough money. Give me the scroll. So yeah, you could see the camping supplies from pillars as well. All right. So let's go ahead and look at the party stash, at the magic stuff. Where do you put that? What tab are we talking about? Oh, did it not go in the party stash? Did it go in yours? Okay, it went in yours. Learn it. Boom. So now I can go here. No, this one. Yeah, go core, get frosty, and then let's add the expression of focused intent, and then hit it up with the range sigil. This is easy. It's interesting that the lightning bolt. Oh, I forgot to change the name. That Zappa is like. No, it's similar. It's very similar to this. Okay. Let's think about this. I guess we can call it Incompetent Chill for now until I come up with a better one. But I need to change Incompetent Bolt back to its proper name. There we go. Oh, I gotta change the name of her spell too. There we go. Not bad, Herbie. Sweet. So I have more spells, and we are in the central camp. I'm hoping there's somebody else to recruit, but I might need to talk and just get the quest progressing. But this game is really interesting so far. The way in which they handle combat and the magic system and the decision making is very, very fascinating and unique. And I'm really glad to have tried this game. It is indeed my bedtime, and I want to say, everyone, thank you so much for coming out and playing some Tyranny. We'll be back tomorrow night checking out some more games if you'd like to stop by. I hope you all have a fantastic evening or day. And, man, I love the zoom in on this game, and it's fun to be playing a nice kind of, like, throwback isometric RPG. It's funny considering we were just playing Temple of Elemental Evil last night and how you can see like the base of that game still present in this game as Tim Kaine is working on both of the games, and yet how greatly this has been updated. And I like the UI so much better in this game, of course. Grim, Ronnie, Sid, Glitter, Rolana, Kaiser, Michael, Hermie, Fading, Daniel, Island, Cyber, Observer, Jamnuska, Bryce, Bagel, El Skirvo, Golgi, Tired Poet, Boaz, DH, take care, everyone. See you, Sid. Yeah, exactly, Sid.